Ladies and gentlemen, netizens, gentlemen like ladies and vice versa, gender fluids. Welcome to Coffee with Dragan. Just want to give a movie review about actually a double two-in-one, two movie reviews which have seen past week. First movie is Jumanji. Yes, it's been a few weeks. However, when we miss movies, we have here a movie joint, a movie place that is, where we go, which plays movies that have been out of the cinema for maybe anywhere between 6 to 11 weeks. And so as we missed Jumanji, we went to see it at this theater, which is a smaller theater. It's a very special price. It has special price. It's like $2.50. That is in Canadian dollars. And affordable popcorn and what have you. It's a place actually called the Dollar Cinema here in Montreal, on the island metropolis of Montreal, since Montreal is surrounded by a big river called the St. Lawrence. Before I forget, have to mention that I'm drinking a coffee which I've bought, which on the label it actually states, do advise you to read all the labels of all the food products, especially food products that you do purchase. My advice, you do what you want, of course, as a free man, woman, woman, whatever the case may be. And this coffee, interestingly enough, on it says the origins of the coffee from 3 different countries. Listen to this. One was Brazil, another one was Ivory Coast, and another one was Vietnam. And not necessarily in that exact order. It might have been Vietnam, Brazil, and Ivory Coast, or anyways, those 3 countries. The exact order is not, and there's no mention of the percentages from each, so it could be 20%, 30 and 50, or it could be 80, 10 and 10, or it could be whatever. It's not indicated. It's just a mixture from those 3 countries. That coffee, which is an okay coffee, it's a drinkable coffee. It's not the best coffee. However, it does have a good smell. It does have a palate. It does have an aftertaste, which is mild. However, at the beginning with a darker punch. It's okay. Would drink it again for sure. Would probably purchase it again, let's say. Think about that for a second. So 3 different countries, and if you know a little bit of geography, you would know that Vietnam, of course, is in Asia. Ivory Coast is, of course, in Africa, and Brazil is on our continent of America. Let's be North Americans. So you got 3 countries, 3 continents, which the coffee here in Montreal is being sold, and it's on the label of the coffee. 3 different countries: Brazil, Ivory Coast, and Vietnam. In the comments, if you know of such coffee wherever you reside, Canada, United States of America, or wherever else, and you hear this video, please do tell me if you've experienced and you've purchased a product such as like this from 3 different countries, or even maybe more, I don't know. Blended all together and of course packaged to make one coffee, which is the coffee I'm drinking at the moment. Jumanji. Recommend to see it. Has some humor. Has a little bit of humor, action, of course. And I'm always a fan of The Rock. How he does that with a brow. Not really sure, but it's Love to see Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, of course, and Jack Black play roles, and it's a good movie overall. Enjoyed it. Enjoyed the new twist to it, to the original, of course, with Robin Williams. So enjoyed it. Give it a 7 out of 10. I know would see it again list. And now a movie which do give it a high of 9.3, which personally, never thought that would rate a musical so high. So I rated 9.3. Very high. Is The Greatest Show. Great movie, huge artistic and huge, very performances, very powerful, lively, entertaining, emotional, has a little bit of everything for everybody. And it's very rare that do rate movies above 8.5 and 8. It really must be very good. And this is especially the case for this specific movie since it was a musical. And of course have to mention that it's inspired, of course, by the story, a true story, or of course it's some parts are true, some parts may not be true, or a little bit of truth and fiction mixed together with good screenwriting. But do recommend it. Would definitely a must see, and see again. And just 1 second. The Greatest Showman. And it's of course inspired by the story, of course, of P.T. Barnum. If I'm not mistaken, reading about P.T. Barnum, he had like a circus, an Imaginarium, and stuff like that. Very original, and it's a must see. Passion, there's a little bit of everything. Of course, Hugh Jackman plays the role of P.T. Barnum, and he definitely played superb, very good. And it touches on a lot of different issues, of course, such as class. Class is a major theme in the bourgeoisie, the high class, the upper class, and the cutoff between the upper classes and the lower classes. It's a major theme. And also discrimination based on physical appearance. It's a major issue. And of course you have a feminist issue and you have a racial issue. You have to see the movie. I'm not going to tell you all the stories and the details, but these are major themes of the movie, and can say that have learned from this movie and made me meditate and think upon past prejudices and misconceptions that we have about people who do look different than what can be stated, or what some people deem or categorize as normal. And so a must see definitely. That, so to movie Jumanji, and want to make a comment, just brief, want to close it up on the third part, the Kanye deal. So yesterday, Kanye was actually The music video he made called Power is my favorite all time. Not necessarily as a music song as lyrics, but also very powerful. But as a music video is my favorite of all time video. Kanye West's Power. It's a 1 minute and 56 seconds long, and maybe the full version is about 4 minutes and 18 seconds. So there's two versions of it. Anyways, but it seems like Kanye is back on the news, and I'm glad. I wanted to hear some of his music because, and I have to verify exactly what was the quote, but heard it on the news quickly that he mentioned Donald Trump. So as I'm drinking this coffee, I'm gonna go check more the story. So see what's something about Dragan energy or something like that he shares with Donald Trump, that he doesn't agree with Donald Trump, but he's nonetheless supports Donald Trump. And myself, I'm not a supporter of Donald J. Trump. However, one move that he did, for example, moving the embassy of the United States in Israel to Jerusalem, for example, that support that. Sure. I mean, I'm a descendant of King David and know for a fact that King David founded Jerusalem thousands of years ago. Anyways, and I'm wishing for world peace from Jerusalem. That being said, and for peace, world peace between Israel and the Palestinians and what have you. And what do you say? How do you say it? Yeah. So, and of course, against building a wall between fellow North American countries, I believe more unity between Canada, United States, and Mexico. And was surprised. I'm gonna go check exactly what's the deal with the Kanye's comment, and supposedly was some controversy there. So before I pronounce myself further, without knowing exactly what was said, I'm gonna go double check what exactly Kanye said, or I believe it was a tweet. I'm gonna check that now. So, anyways, much love, healing, recovery. Coffee with Dragan. Share, comment. Tell me what you want to hear, topics of discussion. Until next time.